Welcome back, my little goblins. It's Remy, and if you're new here, hi, welcome. Today, if you can't tell by the title, I'm going to be going through all of my physical TBR, and I have some books over here as well. So, I'm going to go through them. I'm going to go ahead and take out all the books that I haven't read, going to categorize them, and we're going to count them as we go to see how many we have, okay? Okay, so I have 33 physical books on my TBR, which I know some people have more, but I don't really buy that many books, so some of these were given to me, and I know that I said I was going to organize them, but I know you just saw them all fall, and like, I'm not going to organize them. We're just going to pick up a book and talk about it, okay? So, I have Lore by Alexandra Bracken. This does not want to focus. My friend Aubrey gave this to me. She thought I would like it. I have not tried it yet. I believe it's a fantasy. I've heard some people talk about it. I don't know. Maybe I'll get to this sometime this month. We shall see. Next is Chain of Gold by Cassandra Clare. I bought this book because I saw it and I was like, this looks interesting, and I grabbed it, and then I realized that's part of the Shadowhunters Chronicles. So my friend also let me borrow the first book to the Mortal Instruments series, which is the first series of the Shadowhunters Chronicles. So I'm probably going to read that so I can see if I want to buy the entire Chronicles and whatever, and you know, we got Smoke and Bone, which is also another book that my friend Aubrey gave me. And it's also another fantasy. I don't really like the cover, so I wasn't sure if I was going to like it. But then I saw the hardback covers on somebody else's YouTube, and I was like, oh, I love those covers so much better. So yeah, that's Smoke and Bone. Maybe I'll get to this next month. I do need to start sending these books back to her, so I do need to actually read them. So the next book is Dance of Thieves, which I love this cover. It's a enemies to lovers fantasy from what I heard, and I really want to get to this, but other books just, like, I've just been mood reading recently when I have the time, because I'm in school, so I don't really have time for anything. This is Fairy Tale by Stephen King. I bought this for me and my friend Aubrey because we were going to read it together when we worked together, but we ended up not getting to it, so maybe if she hasn't read it yet, maybe I can see if I can buddy read it with her soon. This is a hefty book though, so this might have to be like a summer read or something. But The Priory of the Orange Tree. Yeah. So I love the cover of this book. She is thick though. And I honestly, this cover gives me June vibes. I kind of want to read this in June. Just like dedicate the whole month to reading this, which I probably won't even read it in the whole month because she thick. She real thick. But oh, if you guys want a reading vlog of this, even if you don't, I'm probably going to do it anyways because she thick. And it will be a spoiler-free one because I know some people haven't read it yet. So, A Court of Wings and Ruin. I really, really want to get to this so bad, but because of how long it took me to read A Court of Mist and Fury, I have been kind of taking a break from this because I feel like I've done nothing but really been reading this series, and it takes up a lot of my reading time because, like I said, I am in school, and so I don't have a lot of time to read, and when they're thick, it's difficult to get through. But I was planning on doing Court of Wings and Ruin and A Court of Frost and Starlight in the same reading vlog, just because A Court of Frost and Starlight is so small. But we shall see if that comes or not. I did want to finish the series before the end of the year, but I don't think that's going to happen because this month, it's my birthday month, and I don't want to feel pressure to read anything. And I've really been mood reading the first kind of week. It hasn't even, I don't know if the first week is kind of over of November, I guess. And I've really been enjoying myself, so I'm trying to not put myself into a reading slump, but I really, really want to read this so bad. So bad. And then, of course, we also have A Court of Silver Flames, and I heard that this one is really about Nesta, and I'm kind of interested because I honestly hate Nesta right now, but I'm only on the second book. A lot of people say that you start to like her more within the series, especially in Silver Flames. So yeah, I really want to finish the series because I really want to start Throne of Glass. But yes, hopefully I will be finishing this at the beginning of next year so that I can start and hopefully finish Throne of Glass next year, because I want to do Crescent City as well, and I know they're all intertwined, so I'm making sure that I read them in order. So, look how pretty. I love them so much. These make me happy. Anyways, I'm going to put these over there. Now, this is a new... Oh, okay. This is a new book that I got. Can you not focus on my face for a second and focus on this gorgeous book real quick? Thank you. So it's about a lunar school. Like, they teach lunar magic, and this girl that's supposed to have healing powers, and she doesn't. But it doesn't matter because look at this cover. Look at this hardcover. I found this at Walmart, and I was quite literally obsessed with it. And I'm excited to read it, honestly, because this jacket is gorgeous. This hardcover is gorgeous. I'm excited to read it. Last two books in the Serpent and Dove trilogy, I got this far in. So, like, this is the back of the book. So I got this far in to Blood and Honey. I'm like almost finished with it, but I have this much left, and I started a romance, and I've been in a romance mood. I think I'm burnt out with fantasy right now because I've been doing nothing but reading fantasy, so that's what it feels like anyways. So I kind of took a break from this. I am almost done with this, and then this is the last book, She Thick. I'm actually, with how this book is going, I'm really curious about this book. Like, this book had me a little baffled. I'm still confused on how this is going to end. There's a lot of things that happened, and I just don't know how this book could be this big, because tell me how this is going to end where we need all of this. What is happening? You know what I'm saying? But need to get to this soon. I'm just not in a fantasy mood right now, and a majority of my TBR is fantasy, honestly. This is another book that my friend Aubrey gave me, All in Pieces. I believe it is like a second chance romance or something, like a literary fiction. I don't know. It just says anger management issues at the back. I don't know. She really likes it, so we'll see if I like it. Maybe I can get to this soon. Maybe this month. It is kind of short. It's only... Oh, this is the acknowledgement, so there's no page numbers. Hold on. It's only 259 pages. That's not bad. So we also have Things I'm Seeing Without You. I don't know what this is about. This is another book that my friend gave me, that let me borrow. I did tell her that I liked like psychological literary fiction, so I think that's what this is. So excited to read that. And then we have A Million Kisses in Your Lifetime, which I did not realize how thick she was. This is a bully romance in the Lancaster Prep series, I believe. It's in the Lancaster Prep series. I know they're at Lancaster Prep, yeah. I don't know if it's a part of a series or not. I think it is. But, yeah, I've been wanting to get to this, but then I look at it and I'm like, you are so long to be a romance that I just don't know. And I've seen mixed reviews about this, but I really love the cover, and I just, you know, maybe, I don't know, she's just really thick. I might read this in February, honestly, because, I don't know, she's just thick. And then If He Had Been With Me by Laura Nowlin. I realize I have not been saying the authors of any of these books. It's fine. This book is something else, let me tell you. I've seen people cry about this book. I've heard that there's a second book with the guy's point of view, and you know, I've been looking at it, I'm like, I really want to read you, but do I have the mental capacity to cry because of you? So yeah, that's been just sitting there and me staring at it and being like, am I mentally okay enough to read this? We don't know, but I love the cover, and I just don't know if I'm gonna cry right now. So haven't read that yet, but this I picked up at Walmart. So I fell in love with Hope. I remember when this was going viral on TikTok, when this girl, Len Callie, she had self-published this book, and I remember seeing the cover, and now she got it traditionally published, and this is her debut novel, and look how pretty this freaking cover is. I did not read the indie edition of it, but I wish I did, because it reminds me, the synopsis reminds me of 5 Feet Apart, and I think I read the first chapter in Walmart, and it seems really good. I love her writing, and the cover is just so pretty. So I haven't really got to anything, clearly, because I have all of these. And then we have Book Lovers by Emily Henry. I bought this, I think, when it came out. Oh, here's my tabs. And I just haven't gotten to it. I think I was gonna do a video where I read nothing but Emily Henry, or like books I never thought I'd read or something. I don't know, it was a video that never came out. I never did. I didn't have the time to do it. And I just haven't read this yet. So I really want to. I think this is going to be after I'm done reading the book I'm currently reading, which is, I didn't even think about that. The book I'm currently reading. So the book I'm currently reading is Josh and Hazel's Guide to Not Dating. I literally just started it today. I'm on page 12. And I've been trying to get through Christina Lauren's backlist. And this is the last book that I have of hers on my shelf that I haven't read yet. And then I need to go buy more of her books. So, yeah. But, yeah, I have not. This is one of her shorter books. I should be able to get through this week. And then we have Happy Place by Emily Henry. I actually got this for free because I was at school and they have a shelf by my culinary class where you can put books that you don't want, and then people can just take them for free. A lot of them are usually academic books, so when I saw this there, I was like, did someone leave this here? And then the professor came by and was like, anything on that bookshelf is free, and I was like, free, you say? So I got this. I'm I really didn't want the hardcover, and I was waiting for the paperback to come out, but I don't know if a paperback is coming out for this. But I have it, so I'm going to read it. And I know a lot of people have mixed feelings about this book, and I'm honestly excited for her next book to come out. I really need to read these before her next book, Funny Story, comes out next year. So I think I'm going to read these so that I can keep up to date with Emily Henry's writings. And, get through the things. So, this one, my boyfriend bought me. My lovely boyfriend that's playing his video games over there. I don't know if you can hear him in the background, but he bought me the fine print. He said, you can pick any book you want, just one book. So I got the fine print because Lauren Asher is coming out with a new billionaires series called the Lakefront Billionaires. And I wanted to read the Dreamland Billionaires before I went into that. Series, because I really love the cover for Love Redesign. It is gorgeous. Purple's my favorite color. Authors out there, if you want to get me to specifically read your book, purple is the way to go. I love purple. It's my favorite color. And I've heard good things about this book. I just wasn't sure if I'd like it because Lauren Asher also wrote the, what's it called? There's that series about F1 racing or something. I heard really mixed reviews about that series, and I just thought it would not be my cup of tea. So I kind of wrote off Lauren Asher altogether, but I honestly, the new books make me want to read her books. So I'm going to start with the fine print, and this is also on Kindle Unlimited. So I'm excited to also be able to read this on my phone because the last book I just read, I was able to read it in physical and on my phone because after I bought it physically, I found out that it was on Kindle Unlimited, and it was honestly the best thing ever, and I was able to read that book really fast because of that. So yeah, I'm excited to read this. Let's get into, this is another romance. So Addicted for Now for the Calloway, the Addicted / Calloway Sister series. This is the third book, and I didn't really like this series at first, but Ricochet really hooked me in, and so I was really excited to get this because you also get Lo and Lily, is that her name? Yeah, Lo and Lily's point of view, and let me tell you, I'm excited to get to this. And when I bought it, I did nothing but think about it for like the longest time. But then I was like, I want to get through these books first before I can get to this book. And then I kept pushing it back, and I just haven't read it yet. So I am excited to read that. So, and then we have the Taylor Jenkins Reid book that I haven't read yet, which is Daisy Jones and the Six, Malibu Rising, and The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. All of the TikTok books. I just don't know if her writing is for me. Like, I tried to get through Malibu Rising multiple times. I just couldn't do it. I started reading Daisy Jones on the Sixth, and I was like, oh, I want to wait and annotate this because her writing is actually kind of beautiful. And then I tried to sit down and read it again, and I really just couldn't. So I don't know what it is. I haven't even tried this book. Her other book, Forever Interrupted, that's like a contemporary romance. That book was okay. Well, it wasn't really a contemporary romance. It was about this woman grieving. I really liked that book, and it was just one of those books that you read and it's interesting, but then you forget about. So that's just how it was for me. I don't know. I want to try and read these. Like, I want to try and get through these before I decide if I'm going to unhaul them or not. But I don't know if I'm ever gonna get to these. I don't know. And then we have It Ends With Us with Colleen Hoover, which is a book that I don't think I'm ever gonna get to, because I had when Colleen Hoover was really popular, I read her books because I was like, I want to see what the hype's about. Like, everyone keeps hyping her up, and I realized that I read Ugly Love, November 9th, and I think one other book. Okay. And I think I realized that I don't like Colleen Hoover. And I bought this book because the second one was coming out, and I was like, well, I can read this one and then read the second one. And I'm like, what is the point if I don't even really like Colleen Hoover? But I bought this when I was like, I don't know. I think I was a part of that video where I was going to make reading books that I never said I'd read. And I felt like if I read this book, then I'd have to read the second book because it's a continuation of the story. But I didn't buy the second book. I just have this book, and I don't know if I'm going to read it. Maybe I'll try, but I'll probably sell it. So I also have The Final Girls by Riley Sager. I bought this on Amazon as a brand new copy, and tell me why they sent me a used copy. I was so pissed. I was so mad. Anyways, Haven't read this yet. Heard mixed reviews about this. Heard it's like a slasher. Kind of made me interested. Was gonna read this during October. Didn't read anything in October. Not a thing, except for Blood and Honey. But I didn't even finish it. So, and then we have Carmela, which is the vampire story that inspired Dracula, and I love this like edition with this cover. And it's an illustrated edition, and I think I got through the prologue, and the writing is just something you have to get used to because it is an old story. Like, it was written in the 1800s, I think. But yeah, I was also going to read this during October, but we see how that went, right? So yeah. And I have Home Before Dark by Riley Sager. This is one that I haven't really heard people talk about of Riley Sager. They mainly talk about House Across the Lake, Final Girls, and I think one other one. But I haven't really heard anybody talk about this one. So, the Final Gambit is also another one that I haven't... Did I just lose my place? God dang it. My tabs fell out. That was my bookmark. I have no clue where I was at, to be honest with you. So I started reading this, and then I started reading Blood and Honey, and I was like, I kind of want to read Blood and Honey more. So then I never finished Blood and Honey, and I never finished this, and then I started reading something on my phone, on my Kindle app, and didn't finish that, and then I bought The Simple Wild by K.A. Tucker, and I binged that in 4 days, and it was great. It was such a great book. But so I'm technically reading like 4 books. So I'm currently reading, I've started, I haven't finished, is Blood and Honey, The Final Gambit, Little White Lies by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, and this by Christina Lauren, Josh and Hazel's Guide to Not Dating. So technically I'm in the middle of 4 books, but I'm only focusing on 1 right now. But yeah, I want to... Oh, it stopped recording.
Yep.
Okay, so I want to finish this to finish the trilogy, because they have that little duology that's coming out, where The Brothers Hearthstone is out, and The Greatest Game, I think, comes out next year. But yeah, I want to finish this so I can read those. I heard a lot of people say that they don't like The Brothers Hawthorne, which kind of is upsetting a little bit, because the first 2 books of this series were so good, and I know some people don't like The Final Gambit, so I don't know. We'll see my thoughts when I'm done. So the last 2 books that I have are both classics. They are A Wuthering Heights by Emily Bront, and is it Bronte? I don't know. And A Tale of Two Cities by Charles Dickens. So I wanted to start reading classics. So I thought Wuthering Heights is a good romance that people talk about. I thought that would be like something interesting. And then I wanted to do a Charles Dickens novel, and I was watching a reading vlog of somebody reading A Tale of Two Cities, and they said that this was the least intimidating Charles Dickens novel. So I was like, and that it was really good. So I was like, oh, okay, well, let me try that. And I haven't picked up either of them since I bought them. So, yeah, I need to do that. Yeah. But look at the cover of the Charles Dickens one. Look how pretty. I love the drawing. And then this is the cover of The Wuthering Heights. I don't know what this... I'm assuming that's the couple. I don't even know their names. I know nothing about Wuthering Heights, to be honest with you. But look how small this text is. I don't know. It's a lot of words on one page. So... What? It's not double spaced or nothing. That...
Oh, no. Not double spaced.
Like, hold on. The book I'm reading right now is double spaced. Look, that shit is double spaced. Anyways, yeah, that's all of my physical TBR. I think I'm gonna do a video where I try and get through my physical TBR, and I think that's gonna start with this book right here, because it is Monday. So I think I'm gonna start that with this book. This is gonna be my first book in that video, and we'll see how that goes. We'll see What's happening? What's going on? What's good? I don't know. I'm just saying words at this point. But yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe. It's been a hot minute since you've seen my face, so I hope this video was worth the wait. Like, comment, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff, and I will see you next week. Hopefully, maybe, possibly